And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports. Live tonight from Griggsville-Perry High School as the 10-10 Griggsville-Perry Pleasant Hill Tornadoes play host to the 13-8 Pittsfield Sockies. Alongside John Hull and Damon Emmerich, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. A pretty good crowd on hand tonight for this matchup. Supposed to be played a little earlier this month. A little sickness going through the teams at that time, so rescheduled for this Wednesday night, and certainly glad you're spending some time with us. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show following this timeout.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Before I started at DOT, like a real low point in my life, I just lost my house and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school, they'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Griggsville-Perry and Pittsfield on the boys' side for you this evening. The Tornadoes 10-10 on the year. First year of the co-op with Griggsville-Perry and Pleasant Hill. The Tornadoes most recently played against Calhoun, a game they lost in the championship game of the Triopia tournament, 61-40. But in that tournament, picked up three pretty quality victories. A win over South County, 49-36. They beat Triopia 53-50 and Beardstown 54-31 to win their pool and play in the championship against just a tough Calhoun squad that really Griggsville-Perry just doesn't match up very well with this year.
Not a very good matchup for the Tornadoes, and Calhoun came out and shot the ball well from three that night, as both Zipprich and Lane Eitherman did a nice job there, and they just got Griggsville down early. GP got it down to like 9 a couple of different times there in the second half, or in the first half, but Calhoun just did a good job. They came out and asserted themselves at the start of each half, and really that 21-point margin of victory, that truly told the tale of that game, because it really was not much closer than that. But it was a good week for Griggsville-Perry. They won 3 games, got themselves above 500 coming into this matchup with that 10-10 record, and a chance to really reset the second half of their season.
Well, and, kind of broke a little bit of a slide they were on right after the New Year holiday, where they were 1-5 and a little bit of a stretch, and not because they were playing terribly, but because they played a pretty tough schedule along that stretch of time. So good to see the Tornadoes back on the winning side of things.
Well, and you think if you look at their record right now, GP's lost 4 or 5 games by 5 points or less. They've had a lot of late leads in fourth quarters that they just couldn't come along with. and or come out of with the victory. And it's going to be important for them, obviously, to set the momentum for the final 10-game stretch here heading into postseason.
Pittsfield, after a win over Payson Seymour last night, has a 6-game winning streak that started back on January 13th when they beat Rushville. Then they have defeated Seneca, Morris, Camp Point Central, Jerseyville, and then the Seymour High Indians last night. So the Sockies probably playing some of their best basketball, and the big improvement for Brad Tomhave's team during that stretch has been on the defensive side.
That's what you expect for a Brad Tomhave coach team, is he's going to start it with the defensive end, and it takes a while to connect. This isn't a team that has a whole lot of size out on the floor, so sometimes just learning your role and learning where you need to be might be in a spot you haven't played most of your career. So Sockies are really starting to turn it on. As you said, 6-game win streak. What we would consider here to be a rivalry matchup, so sometimes throw records out the window because you never know what's going to happen in a game like this.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Both teams out on the court warming up in preparation of tonight's matchup. We'll talk more about it after this timeout.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Maridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out our current offerings at our lot or on our Facebook page. Are you looking for something we don't have? Let us know, and we'll try to find it for you. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales, 217-939-7664.
Our friend Tim Bass is the right choice for judge. He has a record of experience, and he's known to be fair. Tim's conservative values reflect our own. Please remember to vote Tim Bass on or before March 17th.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. You know, Damon, just a couple of weeks of the regular season left. Postseason will be here before you know it. For Griggsville-Perry, they will be feeding into the Nokomis sectional this year, and the regional hosts of the matchups that they'll be participating in will be Payson Seymour and New Berlin. And depending on how seeding goes, quite honestly, GP could go either direction.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things play out when the seedings come out. GP's got a good opportunity to put a couple more victories in the win column here for themselves to help them come seeding time, but it's going to be a tough route whichever way they head.
Teams in that subsectional that will be split between the two regionals: Athens, Western, Triopia, South County, Greenview, GP, Jacksonville, Route, Liberty, Brown County, New Berlin, Payson Seymour, Calvary, Lutheran, and West Central. So you'd think Jacksonville Route, the top seed in that, kind of maybe a back and forth between Calvary and maybe a Brown County for the 2 seed. And after that, it's kind of a crapshoot, I would say.
Yeah, you'd have to think out of the teams you just listed there, GP could be anywhere from a 5 to a 9 seed, depending on how they do these last couple weeks.
The winner of that will feed into the Nokomis sectional and then into the Pleasant Plains, into the Jacksonville Bowl super sectional, as they're still playing at the Bowl for that 1A site. Pittsfield on the other side of things. 2A basketball has become a really strange thing when it comes to geography, because the only super sectional site in the southern part of the state will be in Carbondale. Pontiac, Joliet, and Sterling, the other sites. Pittsfield will head to, let's see, either Williamsville or North Mac for postseason action. So either way, heading toward the Springfield area. Teams feeding into that will be Auburn, Beardstown, Tri-City, Porta, Pittsfield, Pleasant Plains, Q&D, Riverton, Rochester, North Mac, and Williamsville. And with that, obviously Q&D the #1 ranked team in 2A basketball, but don't sleep on a couple of those squads. Porta's got a really nice record on the season. Pleasant Plains does not have a great record, but a scrappy bunch. Rochester's at about 500, but they're playing a predominantly 3A schedule. I don't think you want to run into them anytime soon either.
Well, and we've seen Williamsville be a team the last few years who's made it to the super sectional. That's a talented bunch there, and a tough bullet squad. They graduated a lot last year, but they've got some kids that have played well so far this year.
Those subsectionals feed into the Pleasant Plains sectional, which feeds into the Carbondale super sectional, just a little short trip down the road. They'll be seeding those in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned and we'll let you know where postseason action will be taking place with your favorite team and what games we'll have for you on Central Illinois Sports. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we count down to tip-off at Griggsville-Perry High School as the Tornadoes and Sockies go head-to-head.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter. Choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. We're right back here tomorrow night as Griggsville-Perry plays host to Camp Point Central and boys basketball action. 6 o'clock JV varsity to follow. And then on Saturday afternoon, we'll have basketball action from Ashland as Porta AC Central plays host to Pittsfield. 1 o'clock JV with the varsity game to follow. Let's take a look at some keys to the game in this contest, Damon. First of all, for the Tornadoes, they have a pretty decent size advantage in this contest. I think a big key in this contest for GP will be the rebounding efforts of Bing Lowe, who has been a man amongst boys at times on the boards.
Yeah, Bing Lowe's not the tallest guy out on the floor, but he's really hard to move, gets in position. But I think for GP, control the rebounding edge, but they've also got to stay out of foul trouble. We've seen in several of their games that they've lost, they've gotten in foul trouble. They'll go 7 or 8 deep off the bench, but they really like to keep a few guys out on the floor most of the night. So I think Bing Lowe's got to stay out of foul trouble. Brody Rush needs to stay out of foul trouble as well. Brody has really done a good job of late commanding that offense, so it's going to be important for head coach Garrett White to have him out on the floor throughout this contest.
Another big thing always for Garrett White's team is turning turnovers into points. They like to get out and run, really make you make mistakes, and then get some easy baskets in transition. That'll be key for the Tornadoes tonight.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, we know that this is a Saki squad that shoots a lot of threes, so if you're the Tornadoes, you've got to make sure that you're staying out on the shooters and not fully collapsing if somebody drives into the lane.
If you're Pittsfield, yeah, shooting that 3 ball has been a big part in the games that they've won this season. They have toned it back a bit, probably not quite as many as they were shooting to start the year, and have been trying to get the ball in the paint more. Ryan Harris has been a big key for them as the sophomore, really one of the more athletic guys in the area.
Yeah, you're going to see him be able to do some nice things out on the floor. He tends to play under control really well. And for either one of these teams here tonight, Charlie, it's about 50-50 crowd. So if one team can come out and jump out and get some momentum and get the other team's crowd out of it, that's going to play to their favor.
And Pittsfield also looking to keep the good shooting of sophomore Colin Bernard going. He's been one of the more steady guys on the offensive side for the Sakis.
Yeah, he's a nice piece to have if you're Brad Tomhave. Really stepped up and taken on a big role here this year in his sophomore year. Did some good things as a freshman on this varsity squad, but has really started to become a player that's come into his own.
The Tornadoes, Griggsville-Perry and Pleasant Hill, no seniors on the roster, so everybody you see this year, you're going to see again next year. And if you're Garrett White, you have to be excited as they're starting to play some good basketball here down the stretch. Maybe make a little run in the postseason, and who knows what happens at that point.
Yeah, it's a co-op. You can play as many games as you want in the summer, but once the ball comes out and it's actually live games and you're going against another team in uniform, it takes you a while to build that chemistry, throw in the injuries that tend to happen, throw in the illnesses, and they're 20 games in. We talked to head coach Garrett White about midpoint of the season, and he really felt like his team was starting to come together. He just rants about how good this group of kids is, how much fun they have together, how they really come out and play hard, practice hard, and they haven't let some of the struggles where they've lost some close games where they had late leads really let them down.
Both teams have finished their warm-ups as they head to the benches. We'll have the national anthem here inside the gymnasium. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Stay with us on Central Illinois Sports.
While other banks see data, at Farmers State Bank, we see the lights on in your office when you're working late, your family cheering in the stands, and the dreams you're working toward. That's why our financial guidance isn't one size fits all. It's shaped by real conversations, real understanding, and a genuine interest in your success. When you thrive, we thrive, and so does our community. If you're ready for a bank that truly knows you and supports what you're building, we'd love to help. Visit us at one of our locations or at farmerstate.com, where your dreams take center court.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
I want you to stop and think for a second. If it was your choice and you could put anything in your store on sale, what would you pick? Well, the good news this weekend, we're literally giving you the coupons in order to make that happen. So here are the coupons. You can get 30% off any one regular priced apparel or footwear item, take 20% off any one regular priced pet item, and take 10% off any one regular priced item. These coupons are valid Saturday and Sunday, and you can use one or all 3 coupons if you want. They'll be available at the front of the store, or you can find them right now on the View Ads page at farmandhomesupply.com.
Time for the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Farm and Home Supply, from snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs. Nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Find the location nearest you at farmandhomesupply.com. First of all, for the visiting team, the Pittsfield Sockies, Brad Tomei, their head coach, 13-8 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a 5'11 senior Hayden Gratton. At a second guard, a 5'10 senior Rigston Bonds. Starting at the third guard is the 6-foot sophomore Colin Bernard. And also at a guard, the 6-foot senior Taylor Graham. Out of forward for the Sockies is the 6-foot sophomore Ryan Harris. Harris, Graham, Bernard, Bonds, and Gratton for the Sockies. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. Garrett White, their head coach, 10-10 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 5'10 junior. That's Brody Rush. At a second guard, the 6'2 junior Levi Barnes. And at the third guard, the 6'3 junior Hunter Brown. At a forward, he is a 5'11 junior Bing Lowe. And at the other forward, the 6'4 sophomore Jax Fessler. Fessler, Lowe, Barnes, Brown, and Rush for the Tornadoes. That's a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. We tip it off from Griggsville-Perry after this timeout.
When the weather outside is frightful, fast and reliable internet is so delightful. And since you have so many devices to power, you gotta call, gotta click, gotta stop in to Cascom. Our whole home Wi-Fi will keep you warm and cozy. That means game nights, movie marathons, and video chats with family can all happen at once with zero issues. This winter, don't let slow internet give you the blues. Call or click Cascom.com today.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power, backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
All around the country, all around the coast, people always ask, what do you like most? I don't want to brag, I don't want to boast, I just tell them we love beer.
Ready for tip-off here on Central Illinois Sports. Griggsville-Perry in the home white uniforms with the maroon numbers and gold trim, while the Pittsfield Sockies are in the black road uniforms with the red numbers and white trim. We'll get the Pittsfield student section moved off of the floor as the tip is up and controlled by the Tornadoes. As we're underway here in quarter number one. Rush will bring it up for GP against the man-to-man defense early for Pittsfield.
Brody Rush is left-handed, but it's actually interesting. They're trying to force him right. He tends to like to go right more often, but there he goes left, gets the first 2 points of the game for the Tornadoes.
GP the early 2-0 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Bonds into the front court, into a double team along the sideline. Gets the ball cleared back out front. Three senior guards for the Sockies, and then a pair of sophomores. Their normal starting lineup as they have on display here tonight. Bonds with it on the left wing. Just underway here in the first. Now Graham gets it out between the circles. Here's a three on the way. Hayden Gratton left side up and good. And he shoots Pittsfield into their first lead of the contest. Quickly into the front court. Barnes tries to dish it down low and is bumped and fouled. Our first foul of the contest comes against Pittsfield's Hayden Gratton.
Gratton's whistled for his first team foul number 1.
Ball to bounds on the baseline as Brown will throw it in. Looking here, will get it into Lowe. Lowe will put it up and in for his first two of the contest, and but the Tornadoes right back on top. Back and forth here in the opening minutes. Bernard right wing, out of a double team, works it to Grant. Pass down low to Bonds, now to Bernard. Sockies trying to get this defense moving around a bit for GP. They're long out front on that defensive side.
Yeah, nice to have a 6'4" out there with Levi Barnes. Long arms right there as Gratton kicks it right wing to Bernard.
He'll put up a three. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Fessler. Tornadoes the 1 point lead and the basketball now. As Rush walks it across. To Barnes on the left side. Skips it over to Rush. Rush kid has played a lot of basketball at the varsity level. He's still just a youngster. Barnes now has picked it up, clears it back out to Rush as he resets. Garrett White calls out the play call for his squad. Looking down low for Fessler, instead skips it across the top to Lowe. He'll attack off the dribble, lost the ball, and we'll say it was tipped out of bounds by Pittsfield. It stays with GP on the baseline. Hunter Brown, the trigger man. Ball kicked by Bonds. And it'll be out of bounds once again for the Tornadoes. Brown looked for the lob, wasn't open, instead to rush near the sideline. Brown deep in the corner right side. Takes a single bounce of it. They reverse the ball over to Rush. Now to Lowe, isolated against Grant. Now Hunter Brown, got to have a hand in his face. He's not afraid to pull it from distance.
Fessler's got to make sure that he uses his size advantage down there and really seal off when he's trying to post up.
Barnes comes to get it out front. Now to Rush. And Coach White just pointed right at Fessler, said the big guy with his hand in the air. Let's try to get it to him. Now Lowe going to try to muscle in. Turnaround shot, no good. Gets his own board. Puts it back up. Can't get it to fall. And Brixton Bonds has the rebound for Pittsfield. A couple of good looks for being Lowe. Just couldn't get it to roll through. Bonds into the front court in a bad spot. Works it to Bernard. Now back to Bonds. Pittsfield will do a little substituting at the next dead ball. 4-3 Tornadoes on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Harris out top to Graham for the three. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Bonds. No, they'll say last touch by the Tornadoes. And it'll stay with Pittsfield as Silas Smith, the 6'4 junior, checks in, along with Brody Tomhave, the 6-foot sophomore. Harris and Bonds go to the bench for the Sockies. Grattan with it. He's got the only points in the contest for Pittsfield. They've had problems this year going long stretches without scoring. Graham now going to try to drive inside. Has a shot blocked by Fessler. He'll get the board. Tornadoes a 3-on-2 into the front court. Rush quickly the other way. Has it blocked out of bounds by Bernard. It'll stay with the Tornadoes underneath. 1 point lead, 4:17 to play in the opening quarter. Inbounds pass comes into Lowe. Kind of just did a little shimmy shake to get the defender off him. Shot put up no good, but fouled, and he'll shoot 2 shots.
Bernard will be whistled for the foul. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2. Being Lowe to the line. First free throws of the night for the Tornadoes. 4-3, Griggsville-Perry leads, 4:14 to play here. Quarter number 1 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard as Lowe's first is off the mark.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. They offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete.
Lowe's second is on the way. He misses them both. Rebound fought for, and it will be controlled by Bernard.
Long pass into the front court to Smith. Gathers underneath, has his shot blocked. Rebound pulled down by Brown. Gets the ball to Rush. Halfway home here in quarter number 1. Still that 4-3 Griggsville-Perry advantage. Rush with a crossover to Barnes on the right side. He gets an opening, drives in, shot up, no good, but fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Third foul of the quarter against the Sockies.
Bernard, it looked like.
Bernard's second. And Levi Barnes will go to the line looking for his first points of the contest. At the 3:48 mark of quarter number 1, Griggsville-Perry with the 4-3 advantage. Barnes' first is no good. They're going to wave it off. They're going to say he was standing on the line.
The referee really took a gander at it before he shot, and then as he got the ball and went to his toes, said he was on the line.
Coach Tomhave got that call. He was eyeing it right down the line. Barnes gets the second to go.
And puts the Tornado lead back out to 2. Grattan with it to Graham. The front court Bonds. Bonds gets it back on the right side now. Looks for the opening. High post to Thomas. Turns and faces. Down low to Bonds. Bonds shot blocked by Brown. Brown on another board. Gets the ball off to Rush. He'll walk it up for the Tornadoes. 3:19 to play in the first. Rush on the drive. Traveling the call. And the turnover will send it back to Pittsfield. Here's Ryan Harris into the game as Grattan will sit down. Both teams are still trying to settle into this one, Dana.
High emotion game right here. The crowd's into it. Slow going here in the first 5 minutes.
Bonds has it on the wing left side between the circles to Graham. And a Tomhave. Graham out front. Underneath, there's Ryan Harris. Shot up, no good. Point blank miss. Rebound put back. A foul will be called, and Harris will shoot two.
Foul's going to be whistled against Hunter Brown. That'll be his first, team foul number 1. Harris to the line, looking for his first points of the ball game. 2:39 to play here. First quarter action. Griggsville-Perry leading Pittsfield 5-3. Harris's first is up and good.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Harris is off the mark with the second. Offensive rebound comes down to Rixton Bonds.
Hey, how you doing? Late arriving crowd. Here's Tommy with the left side. Out front to Graham. Now back to Tomhave. Free throw line, Smith. Tomhave, left side. Good look, three. Short. Rebound run down again by Rixton Bonds. He throws a dangerous pass in. Saki's corral. We'll get it to Graham, who puts up a three, and it's good. Lead change back to Pittsfield's direction, and their biggest lead of the contest is 2-point advantage with 2:02 to play in the first. Barnes looks for the baseline move. Now pulls it out. Going to attack again. Jump stop. What a take. Put it up and in for two and ties us up at 7 points apiece. He's got the ability to score the basketball, Dana.
Yeah, he's really been a good player here for the Tornadoes this year. It's low, knocks it down, tracks it down. Turnover against the Sakis. They're first. What a hustle play right there by Big Low.
Going up into the stands after saving that one in.
Didn't see anybody standing in front of him either.
No, nobody wanted to take a charge that time on the bleachers. Here's Rush now on a quick drive. Shot blocked out of bounds by Smith. It'll be... Now the referee's going to get together and talk about it. They called it GP ball initially. Now they say it's Pittsfield basketball. Say it maybe hit off of Rush last. The referee from half court said he saw something differently. 7-all tie on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard as we approach the 1 minute mark of this first quarter. Grattan has it out front to Graham. Free throw line, Smith. He'll put it on the deck. For a pass. Rush going to get the tip on the steal. He's off to the races into the front court. Drives in, and they're going to call that an offensive foul. Said he extended the arm.
Well, if there's ever a chance to call a charge, Steve Keene will take it. And in front of the bench right there.
So Rush forced the turnover and then commits the turnover with the charge. His first foul, team's second. Under a minute to play in the first. Harris has it into the front court. Out top to Grattan. Sets up for the three. Good. Grattan with his second three of the contest. Breaks the tie. Low with it in the backcourt. To Rush. He'll walk it across with 35 ticks to play in the period. It's been a tight contest. Pretty good defense for the most part on both sides. GP has to close out a little more on those wings. They were trapping early on the wings, which didn't allow for some of those shots.
Well, they've opened up the middle a little bit on their defense, which is thus allowed for some of the outside shots.
Well, really, since Pittsfield put Silas Smith in, he's helped facilitate some things there. Here's Spessler on the right side to Brown. 3 seconds. He'll pull up for a top three. No good. Rebound down to Harris. He'll chuck it to the other end. I don't think it would have fallen had it, or counted had it fallen. It didn't anyway. And we end the first with the Pittsfield Sockets leading the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes 10-7.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com. Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Pittsfield will have the basketball and the three-point lead. Damon Emmerich has a look at your first quarter shooting statistics.
Sockies are 3 for 10 from the floor for 30%, but 3 for 6 from behind the three-point line. Tornadoes 3 of 8 for 38%. And it will be Socky basketball to start quarter number 2.
See that Mario Rogers has checked in for the first time of the night for GP as Bing Low getting a little bit of a break to start this second quarter. Lob pass underneath. Brown sniffed it out nicely. Gets the steal, and Smith picks up the foul.
That'll be Smith's first, team foul number 1, turnover number 3 against the Sockies.
Tornadoes with Hunter Brown, Rogers, Barnes, Fessler. And the fifth man is Brody Rush, who brings the basketball toward the front court. Picks it up just inside the half-court line. Now steps into the backcourt. That's over and back.
Turnover number 3 against the Tornadoes.
Hayden Grant was arguing a foul. He didn't get even called on him that time. You know those people that say you have to take the emotion out of the game?
Tornadoes are in more of like a 3-2 right now. Trying to take away the middle there.
Just to finish that thought, why would you play if you don't care and have some emotion? Here's Smith for 3, no good. Out top on the next second chance. Graham's 3 is way too long. Harris gets another offensive board.
It's Harris's 3rd offensive rebound, 5 in the contest for the Sockies.
Now Silas Smith for another 3 off the mark. As Pittsfield firing at will from the three-point line. Tornadoes on the attack with a minute 10 gone in the quarter. Here's a pass down to Barnes. He'll finish at the rim for 2 and get a chance at the and 1.
Harris will be whistled for his first, team foul number 2. Barnes will go to the line, as Charlie said, looking to complete the and 1 and give us our second tie of the ball game. We were tied at 7. Pittsfield leads 10-9 right now early here in the second quarter. Levi Barnes with 5 of his team's 9. And his free throw is on the way, and it is good.
Maybe the best free throw shooter in the area.
He's a guy who gets to the line a lot and tends to have a lot of success when he gets there.
Smith with it into the front court. Kicks it out to Grant. Got away with steps. Drives in, little floater up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Comes into the hands of Silas Smith. Blocked out of bounds by Jack Fessler. 10-all tie.
Griggsville-Perry's got the size advantage, but they're giving up the offensive rebounds at will right now. And that's something they're going to have to clean up if they want to win this contest.
Smith the trigger. Close to 5. Gets it into Graham, who's standing right in front of him. Out of the cutter in Harris. Little high glider, no good. Fessler has the rebound for GP. Rush has it into the front court as he is fouled by Harris.
That'll be Harris's second, team foul number 3. Jack Fessler with 3 rebounds here in the early going for Griggsville-Perry as Harris goes to the bench with his second foul. Brennan Tomhay will come in.
It's Brody.
Brody.
Yeah, Jack can't fix the sheet for some reason. Brennan graduated. He's out of eligibility, unlike the Alabama players who just keep coming back. Here's Rush with it left side, works off of the screen. He and Brown isolated on this side, trying to work a little two-man game. Rogers now to Brown. Brown drives, got caught in the air. To Barnes. 5:55 to play in the half. 10 all tie.
Brown's probably the best shooter for Griggsville-Perry, but he's too unselfish at times and needs to look to take that shot.
Like this one, a good look for him on a high arching three, no good. Long rebound, Brody Rush on the offensive side. He'll wigwag his way inside, put it up and in for two, and shoot the Tornadoes back on top. Lead change, the fourth of the contest. Bonds in the backcourt, works it near the sideline to Tomei. Out of the double team, Graham. Gets 2 feet in the paint, kicks it out to Tomei for the three, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Barnes. He'll push it into the front court, lose the dribble now, and turn it over to the Sockets. Into the front court, here's Gratton on a pull-up three. It's in and out, no good. A rebound, Bonds, put back up and in for two. He'll have a chance at the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
And another offensive rebound for the Sockies. Fessler's whistled for the foul. That's his first team foul, number 1. Bonds will go to the line, looking to give us our 5th lead change of the ball game. Rickson Bonds, 3 boards on the offensive end, 3 of his 4 coming on the offensive glass. And the senior at the line, his shot is off the mark, no good. Rush will get the rebound, and he'll push it into the front court.
Rush looks to the bench for the play call. Works off the Rogers screen. To Brown, finds the curler, and it's stolen away by Bonds. And then Bonds will be called for traveling, so a turnover here. Might have gotten bumped, but the referee says nope. Now Bonds trying to explain to the referee, I think I got bumped. 4:49 to play in the half. Lob pass into Fessler. He goes to work underneath, puts it off the glass and in for two. Nice job by the Tornadoes. As we get a whistle and a timeout taken by Brad Tomei on the Adams Fiber timeout. The hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
It's Truck Month at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, and we got a great selection of new Fords, 150s, 250s, and 350s. Pre-owned, we've got them, Ford, GMC, and Ram. Get your new truck at Westtown Ford, Jacksonville.
4:44 to play in the half. Timeout was taken by Pittsfield on the Adams Fiber timeout. 14-12 GP with the advantage. As we get back to live action. What are we waiting on? Steve Keen's telling the assistant coaches on both sides to sit down. Okay. Oh, Graham's got it in the backcourt now to Gratton.
And we do that coming out of a timeout.
So we just had a timeout, sir. We were able to stand. Here's Tomei on a drive in, shot put up, and they'll call him for traveling here.
A turnover, that'll be their 5th. 5 turnovers for each squad. And I think Socky fans have something to be upset about there.
2 steps to the basket without a dribble, though. I don't know. Is that a travel? Never did put the ball on the court. Here's a spin move, Brody Rush. Really good take. Can't get it to fall through. Rebound down to Smith for the Sockets. Bonds with it in the backcourt. Lost the ball and a turnover. We'll give it right back to the Tornadoes just inside of the front court.
You know, Charlie, you talked earlier, you don't want to take the emotion out of the game, but you've also got to figure out as a way of when you're a quarter and a half in, if you're a player, you've got to find a way to maintain and control those emotions, and it seems like both sides are still a little bit too amped up here in this one.
Brown with the basketball, looks to work inside, now back out to Rogers. Brown on the wing, clears it out front to Rush. Halfway through quarter number 2, 14-12 GP on top. Here's a ball now, thought it was kicked, not called, and a turnover, a steal by Bonds.
6 turnovers for each squad.
Graham with it into the front court, works the pass to Grattan, now Tom Have left side. Sakis have had some success getting the ball in the middle of the zone at the high post where Smith has it right now, but have not taken a lot of shots inside the perimeter, especially since Ryan Harris went to the bench. Here's a bad pass stolen away by Rogers. Brown brings it into the front court. Dribble drive inside. Bounces off the defender and loses the ball out of bounds. Could have been a blocking foul, but they say play on, and a turnover on GP.
Nice job by Tom Have there to slide over in front of Brown and let Brown initiate the contact that caused him to lose control of the basketball. Another turnover against Griggsville-Perry. That's 7 against each squad.
Long pass into the front court. Graham underneath, puts it up and in, and ties the game up at 14. How did that long pass get to Taylor Graham?
Well, the Tornadoes are coming too far up, and the Sakis are doing a good job slipping somebody back there and trying to get that press break, and they don't have anybody up high enough on the ball, so it's allowing that pass to get back there.
Definitely an adjustment they'll want to make as this game goes on. Rogers going to be called for a carry. Really didn't have a clean catch when he started the dribble. And then as he went to spin, said he got the ball caught on the hip as Hunter Brown sits down. Bing Low back in for the Tornadoes. 2:36 to play in the half of the 14-all contest. Grattan works the ball across to Bonds. Waits for the defenders to come up now. Clears it on the right side. Smith with the basketball. Tom Hayes to Grattan, who's got a couple of threes. He'll try another. This one off the iron, no good. And Rogers with the rebound for the Tornadoes. Leaves it to Rush. A low-scoring contest. I don't necessarily think that bothers either one of these coaches, but we would like to see the ball in the basket a bit more. It's now a shot block. Rebound down on the plate of Barnes, and Garrett White takes the Adams Fiber timeout. 1:51 to play in the half. Pittsfield and Griggsville-Perry tied at 14.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
1:51 to play in the half after the Adams Fiber timeout taken by the Tornadoes, as Garrett White wanted to save his team from a turnover as they were tantalizingly close to stepping out of bounds on the baseline. Brody Rush will inbound. Looking here, gets the ball into Low, but he couldn't corral it, and it's turned over. Graham with it into the front court. Low steals it right back. He's trying to maintain the dribble now. Drives, kicks, top of the key Rush. What a hustle play by Bing Low. Barnes going to feed it down low to Festa. Going to go to work over the smaller defender. Turns, shoots, misses. Rebound on the play to Taylor Graham. He'll throw a pass that's a little bit too far that time for Grattan as it goes out of bounds. And a turnover on the Sakis.
9 turnovers for each squad as Hunter Brown comes back into the contest. He'll replace Mario Rogers.
Graham says, now on the football field, I think I could have run that down.
Young man committed to Quincy University for football.
He and his buddy Sawyer Allen from Minden Unity both did today, so good to see them teaming up again for the Hawks. 1:11 to play in the half. 14 all contests on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Low with it on the right side. Drives to the baseline. Puts up a shot and in for two. Just relentless on the way to the basket for being low.
He's just a bulldog.
Grattan with it. He'll work it into the front court on the dribble. Dribbles between everybody, but loses the ball out of bounds. They'll say that ball was tipped. And stays with the Sockets. .6 seconds to play in the half. Tom Abe the trigger. He'll get it into the corner to Smith. Wants to get out of that predicament. Out to Grant.
Tornadoes looked like they were going to come out of their man for a second. They fall back into the 2-3.
Graham went near the sideline left side. Ball gets reversed over to Tom Abe now. To Grattan to Grant. 24 ticks to play in the half. Looks like Pittsfield wants to hold for one. Turn passes like that really won't have much of a chance. That should have been a steal. Now Tom Abe with 15 seconds, and he'll be called for travel. Turnover number 10 by the Sockets will give GP a chance to expand on this 2-point lead. As Rush will bring it up. Picks up the dribble out near the volleyball spike line. Close to 5, and it is 5. And a turnover right back the other way. 3.1 seconds to play in the half. It's been a competitive game. Has it been clean? Has it been pretty? No. But it's competitive. Here's Graham going to pull up for a deep three. It's off the side of the rim and no good. And we had the halftime and the Little Jess Motors halftime show where the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes lead the Pittsfield Sockets 16-14.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
At Benson Financial Group, our first investment is you. Where are you today and where do you want to go? From spending time with your family, serving your community, or traveling to the places on your bucket list, your retirement plan should reflect what matters to you. Let's talk about how to get you there. Together, our team of advisors map your route and walk beside you through life's transitions, the good ones and the hard ones too. No matter where you are today, we will help you find the right path and stay there. At Benson Financial Group, we help you retire with purpose.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's 16-14, Griggsville-Perry with a 2-point advantage at the break, and Damon Emmerich's got to look at some of your halftime stats.
After one quarter, Pittsfield led Griggsville-Perry by a score of 10-7. Griggsville-Perry with the 2-point lead, 16-14 here at the half. Saki's largest lead of the contest, 3. Griggsville-Perry's largest lead of the ballgame is 2. 4 ties in the first half, tied at 7, 10, 12, and 14. 4 lead changes in the contest as well. 10 turnovers per squad. Griggsville-Perry 10, Pittsfield with 10. Nobody in foul trouble for the Tornadoes. Ryan Harris and Colin Bernard with 2 fouls apiece for the Sakis in the first half.
It is the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Damon will have a look at the rest of your halftime stats following this timeout.
Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Right across from Quincy High School, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are met. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them in Quincy, Illinois.
Saki's in the first half shoot 2 of 9 from the 2, 3 of 13 from behind the 3-point line, 5 of 22 total from the field for 23%. 0 for 7 in the second quarter from behind the 3-point line. Individual scoring in the first half for the Sakis. Ryan Harris with 1, Rixton Bonds 2, 5 for Taylor Graham, and Hayden Gratton leads the Sakis with 6 points in the first half. For Griggsville-Perry, they shoot 7 of 16 from the field for 44% in the first half, 7 of 14 from the 2, 0 for 2 from behind the 3-point line, and they are 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Scoring for the Tornadoes, Jack Fessler with 2, Bing Lowe and Brody Rush 4 points apiece for Griggsville-Perry, and Levi Barnes leads the Tornadoes with 6 points.
We will step aside for our final break of the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We get set for second half action following this timeout.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, Drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
All around the country, all around the coast, people always ask, what do you like most? I don't want to brag, I don't want to boast, I just tell them we love beer.
All right, Griggsville-Perry will have the basketball to start the second half. Tornadoes on top, 16-14 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. They're still getting some last-moment instructions from Coach Garrett White. Pittsfield's 5 on the floor. It's their original starters of Bernard, Harris, Graham, Bonds, and Grattan. GP will counter with Lowe, Fessler, Rush, Brown, and Barnes. So original 5 for both sides as the third quarter gets underway. See what kind of adjustments were made during the halftime break. Rush has it on the wing. Now works it back beyond the perimeter. Over to Brown, left side. Holds it high, looking down low for Fessler. Lob pass too far, but Grattan was standing on the end line, so couldn't secure the steal.
Not a good angle right there to try to throw the entry pass to the post, so the Tornadoes catch a break there.
Underneath for GP. Low with it, throws to the corner. Brown does a nice job to run that ball down on the open floor. Brown puts it on the deck, drives inside. Kicks to the right side, Rush. Little jab step, he'll try a drive in. Finds a backdoor cut to Lowe, who puts it up and in for 2. And gives the Tornadoes their biggest lead of the contest, this 4-point lead. Bernard out top to Graham, now Grattan. Graham tries to drive in, a little out of control, lofts it. Ooh, I thought that went off of his leg last out of bounds, but Pittsfield catches a break with the official saying it stays on this end.
Looked like the Tornadoes went with a 1-2-2 on that possession right there, so we've seen them mix up their defense a little bit more this evening than what we see most games out of them.
And bounce pass to Harris. Looking underneath, not open, now to Graham on the left side. Grattan skips it across the top of the defense to Graham. Back to Bernard, right wing, he'll set up for the 3, it's no good. And Bing Lowe has the board. This pass then knocked out of bounds by Bonds. It'll stay with the Tornadoes, length of the court to go. Looking to build on this 4-point lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. As Rush trots it across. Lowe trying to go to work underneath. Powers his way in, shoots, and gets it to go. Bing Lowe. Well, bada bing, bada boom. 2014 Tornadoes out to a 6-point lead. Here's Grattan trying a three to cut it closer. It's off the mark. Sockies are cold from the floor. Here they find Grattan on the cutter now. His runner's up, no good. Harris with a putback won't fall. Rebound, a scrum for it, and Fessler comes out of there with it for the Tornadoes. 2 minutes into this third quarter, GP has built on to their halftime lead. Looking to add to it again here as Rush backs down the defender. Leaves it to Brown on the right side.
Not in a good spot there. Sockies missed a chance to double there in the corner.
Rush now works out of there against Bonds. There's it to Lowe. Free throw line shot good. Ben Lowe having a good second half. He has shot the Tornadoes out to their biggest lead, this 8-point advantage. 5:37 to play in the third. We're back following this Adams Fiber timeout.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Adams Fiber, they're local in providing the ultimate internet experience, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber has the ability to keep you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team. Pittsfield took the timeout as they've now fallen behind by 8 points. Back to, what, about a 10-2 run by the Tornadoes after the game was tied at 12. Here's Grattan on the wing. He'll try to drive in. Little baseline pull up. Partially blocked that time by Fessler, and he gets the board. 5 rebounds for Fessler now. GP shooting for a double-digit advantage. Rush gets free in the lane, puts it up and in for 2. Brody Rush with a nice take to the rack. And now the ball knocked out of bounds by Brown. It'll stay with Pittsfield as Smith and Tomhave check in. Harris and Bond sit down. 10-0 run right now for the Tornadoes. Bernard will throw it to Grattan near the half-court line. That should have been over and back. Stepped right on the half-court line, right?
That's what appears so.
Here's a reach-in foul now as Graham trying to dribble through a double team. Rush looks to be the guilty party.
That'll be his second, team foul number 1.
4:49 to play in the third. Tomhave will be the man to throw it in. Graham with it. Looks for the back door. Now to Smith. Over to Grattan.
Nice close out there by Lowe.
Graham straight on 3 is way too hard, and Fessler with another board. Pittsfield going to have to find some sort of a different option than just chucking the 3 ball. It's not falling tonight. Here's a shot put up by Rush. No good. Gets his own rebound. Tie-up called on the loose ball there, and that will go to the Sockies on the alternating possession area. Tomei with it in the backcourt, gets it to Grattan. It's the baseball pass across to Bernard. Now to Tomei between the circles. 4:15 to play in this third period. Pass inside, stolen away. Right to the defender. 11 turnovers by Pittsfield. 11 turnovers, 14 points, 4 minutes to play in the third. That's a bad recipe. Here's Lowe on the wing to Brown. Right back to Lowe, who's had a good third quarter. He'll drive inside again, this time against Smith. Have a shot block, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Rebound put back, Barnes in the paint though, as the Tornadoes stick with it and lead by a dozen. Bernard with it into the front court. He and Lowe collide. Lowe will be called for the blocking foul.
That'll be Lowe's first, and it will be the second foul of the quarter against the Tornadoes. As we'll see Harris check back into the ballgame for the Sockies. Bernard will take a seat.
3:36 to play in the third. 12-point lead for the Tornadoes. Smith with it to Harris on the left side. Harris gets it back now from Tomei. Pass on the short corner. That's to Smith. In and out to Gratton for the three, no good. And the rebound down to Lowe. Gets the ball to Brown. Pittsfield scoreless in the quarter, correct?
Correct.
There's a ball on the wing. Hunter Brown, three, good. Brown with the triple. And Pittsfield wants to call the timeout. 2:56 to play in the third. Griggsville-Perry, 29. Pittsfield, 14.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
2:56 to play in the third after the Pittsfield timeout as Griggsville-Perry has opened up a 15-point lead in this contest, Damon, after leading by 2 at the half.
15-0 run here for the Tornadoes. And Charlie, a big key right here. After one quarter of play, the Sockies were 3 of 6 from behind the three-point line. Right now, the Sockies are 3 for 17 from behind the arc.
They hit the ball down low to Silas Smith. He'll put up a shot, no good, fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Fessler's second, team foul number 3. So Silas Smith will go to the line looking to give the Sockies their first points of the quarter. They trail 29-14, 2:42 to play third quarter action. Here on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, Smith's first is up, and it is good.
Reels Concrete, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and much, much more. Stop by and see the Reel family. Reels Concrete, just north of Pittsfield.
Second one for Smith is up, and it is good. The sophomore's got his first points of the contest.
29-16 with 2:38 to play in the third. Pittsfield has not found too many stops, though, in this third quarter, Damon. Bing low. Out top rush. The Tornadoes move it around the perimeter. They find Barnes. He'll drive in against Graham. Trying to get one up here and can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and has it poked away. Graham with it the other way for the Sockies. Tabaz works it into the front court. Off the Tom Habe. 2:05 to play in the period. As Pittsfield trying to cut into this big GP lead. Smith with it out front. It's not enough motion to Pittsfield's offense to get the zone moving around.
No, and we've seen that Griggsville's packed their zone in a little bit more, so it's taken away that middle free throw line extended pass, and the Sockies haven't been able to do anything with it, as they're right now daring some of the Sockies to shoot.
Well, the way they've shot it, 3 for 17 from 3 and 0. What'd you say, 0 for?
0 for the last 11, 0 for 11 since the first quarter, as we'll see Gratton check back in. The Tornadoes have done a nice job here since that first quarter and a half of really communicating more on defense, and we see that it's been effective for them.
Graham has it out top. Looks inside the arc now. Right back out to Tomei. Tomei gets it back now for the cutter, nothing open. Out front to Harris. They get it reversed over to Graham. Tries the drive, good defense, Hunter Brown. Dangerous pass over the top, finds Tomei. 1:11 to play in the third. Now Graham out Works it into Harris to Tomei. Sets up for the three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds. We'll say last touch by Bonds as he went down hard. It'll be Tornado basketball with 58.9 seconds to play in the third.
Tornadoes with the basketball, and they also have the possession arrow favoring them. So with a 13-point lead, they have the opportunity to hold for one, but you know that the Sakis are going to pick up their defensive intensity right now.
Points in transition have been few and far between tonight.
A lot of dead ball turnovers in this one.
Here's Brown. Puts it on the deck, drives in, down low to low, shot no good, gets his own rebound, put back block, and a foul will be called on Gratton. 2 shots for Bing Low.
Gratton will be whistled for his second, team foul number 1. Bing Low will go to the line. He missed a pair from there earlier. Lowe's got 10 points. He scored his first 6 points of the quarter for the Tornadoes as they had the 16-14 lead at the half. Lowe scored those first 6, got him the 22-14 lead. They extended that lead out to 29-14. And they lead 29-16 with 49 seconds to play here in the quarter as Lowe's first is good.
Riverbank Bar and Grill, located on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence, Illinois, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and fun with friends. Check out their daily specials on their Facebook page at the Riverbank Bar and Grill.
Second one's off the mark. Offensive rebound for Jack Spessler. Can't get it to go. Lowe's there for another putback, and he gets that one to go. Lowe's got 13, and the Tornadoes have their largest lead of the ballgame.
They have doubled up the Sakis, 32-16, 30 seconds to play in the third. Here's Graham out top, fires away from distance and connects. Now the Tornadoes should hold for one shot. Up by 13 with 15 seconds to play as Rush brings it into the front court. Rush with the crossover right by the defender. In on the shot, no good. Rebound will give the Sakis a chance to score here. Shot blocked. Rebound putback won't fall through. That was Bing Low flying in there to get that block right at the end to save the easy basket. We head to the fourth. It's Griggsville-Perry 32, Pittsfield 19. Fourth quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ready to start quarter number 4, 32-19. Griggsville-Perry with the advantage. The Tornadoes get the basketball to start this final period of play.
Saki 6 of 30 from the field for 18%. The Tornadoes 14 of 30 for 47%.
GP basketball on a 13-point lead. Brown too low, has the ball knocked away, stolen away by Harris. Harris doesn't have numbers and will pick up the dribble. Off to Graham. Graham tries to split the defenders with the dribble and a reach-in foul called against the Tornadoes. It's against Rush.
Rush will be whistled for his third, team foul number 1.
Ball out of bounds on the baseline for Pittsfield. Tom Have to trigger. Gets it into Harris. He'll fire away for a 3, and it's banked in. Good, and cuts it down to a 10-point game. Rush with it in the backcourt. Lets the defense clear out. Now we'll bring it up against Graham. Rush gets the Tornadoes set into the offensive set. Now we'll pull it back out. And a foul called on Grant.
That'll be his first, team foul number 1. And the Sockies were down 32-16. They've had a 6-0 run here to cut their deficit to 10, 32-22, 7:14 to play in the contest here on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
Well, key block by Bing Low there at the end of the third, or this could be a single-digit game. Rush with it out front. Leaves it to Low in the corner. He drives on the baseline. And they'll say travels? No, a timeout first for Garrett White. Just in the nick of time, 7:02 to play in this one. 32-22. Tornadoes on top on this Adams Fiber timeout.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that. It's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Adams Fiber, our timeout sponsor on Central Illinois Sports, as the Tornadoes call the timeout to save the possession. It'll be GP basketball underneath their own hoop. Barnes, the man to throw it in. Rush out front. It appears the GP is not going to be afraid to be patient with the ball here in this fourth quarter, up by 10.
And you have that luxury when there's no shot clock.
There's a ball now tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tornadoes underneath.
I think what Griggsville needs to look to do is when that double comes, when Rush has the ball there, they need to run somebody to the free throw line right up the middle from the opposite wing, and it'll open it up for a pass right there as Lowe tracks down the inbounds pass.
Out front to Rush, 6:38 to play. On the wing to Brown. He's picked up the dribble, looks for Barnes on the cutter. Barnes drives in, puts it out the window, and in for 2.
Barnes has got 10.
Second Tornado in double figures. Bonds into the front court, into a double team, in some real trouble. Work out of it to Harris in the corner for a 3, and it's good. Called a 2. They say his foot was on the line. That'll make it a 34-24 score with 6:03 to play. Rush into the front court out top to Barnes. Barnes looks to get downhill. Now out top Low. He says, let's slow this thing down a bit. Now he gets tripped up and fouled by Harris.
Harris will be whistled for his third, team foul number 2.
Ball out of bounds on the sideline for the Tornadoes. Trying to pick up a win here tonight, and another physical game in store for them tomorrow against Camp Point Central. A young squad who hasn't won very much, but still a dangerous team, as now a pushing foul will be called. I think this is going to go on Bonds.
Third team foul of the quarter. That is Bonds' first. And the Tornadoes will inbound underneath their own bucket. Brown will be the inbound man.
As he gets the ball from the official, looking here, and a holding foul now called on Harris.
And so Harris will be whistled for his fourth, team foul number 4. We'll see Bernard back in. Harris goes to the bench. So Tornadoes will shoot free throws the last 5:36 of the ball game, as they've got the 10-point lead, 34-24. Brown will inbound again.
As GP brings it away out front with Rush. Into the corner to Low. Back out to Rush. He says, come and get me. Now to Brown, left side for a 3. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Pittsfield basketball.
Probably not the shot you want to take right there if you're Griggsville-Perry. Hunter Brown's your best shooter, but you've got a 10-point lead. You're trying to kill a little bit of clock. If you make it right there, it's a great shot. Probably just want to keep the possession going there if you're Garrett White's squad.
Graham and Grattan in the backcourt to help bring it up. Now to Tom Hayes. near the sideline. Works away from the double team to Grattan. Now Grant. Inside to Bonds. He'll do a little spin move on. Shot up no good. But a foul called here on Fessler, it appears.
It'll be the second foul against the Tornadoes. Did it go against Fessler or Lowe?
Nope, I actually called it on Lowe.
Lowe will be whistled for his second. Bonds to the line for 2. 0 for 1 from there in the contest is Rigston Bonds. Senior's first is up and good.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Give Damon the call, 217-285-4404. Ask him about those ever-falling interest rates.
Second one is off the mark. Rebound fought for, and Fessler controls the board. That is his 8th for Griggsville-Perry.
Rush with it. He'll take it into the front court for the Tornadoes. Out to Brown. Now Rush. Spread the floor again with 4:47 to play. Up by 9. Lowe. He'll attack off the dribble. Have the ball stripped, stolen away. He took a hard spill as well. Into the front court. Graham with it out top. Leaves it back to Tomei. Bonds. Tomei back out front. The Tornadoes get set up on that defensive zone again. Bernard left side. He's been quiet on the offensive side. Out to Graham. Short corner to Bonds. He's going to get caught underneath. Out top to Graham for a 3. It barely catches iron, but Grattan gets the offensive board. Second chance opportunity with 4:09 to play. Bernard to Graham. Down to Tomei. Leaves it out to Bernard. 3-pointer on the way up. No good. Rebound Hunter Brown for the Tornadoes. Gets the ball to Rush. Under 4 minutes to play, and GP has the 9-point lead. Rush on the right side, Barnes. Look for the baseline, now back out to Brown. They find Lowe, what a catch, drives in, puts it up and in for another 2.
Probably should have had the and one opportunity there as well. And then we'll have an unforced turnover in the backcourt there against the Sakis. A travel, that'll be a turnover against them, their 13th. And Griggsville-Perry has the basketball up 36-25, 3:34 to play. Mario Rogers checks into the contest. First time we've seen him here in the second half for the Tornadoes. Bing Lowe will take a seat.
Wow, how could you have taken Bing Lowe out before now? He's been a man amongst boys out there in this second half.
It does give you another ball handler here late. Mario Rogers, fresh off the bench, will go to the line to shoot 2 as he's fouled by Hayden Grattan. That's Grattan's 3rd. Rogers will go to the line looking for his first points of the contest. And the junior's ready for the first. Leaves it short. That might be a product of having sat the first quarter and a half here of the second half. He'll have 1 free throw remaining. Harris will check back in for the Sakis. Bonds will go to the bench. Harris has those 4 fouls. But trailing by 11 with 3:29 to play, Brad Tomei's got to have him out there as he's one of his better shooters. Rogers splits a pair. He's got his first point. Tornadoes now 4 for 8 from the charity stripe in this one, and their lead's back out to 12.
Bernard with it into the front court. Works it into Tomei. Turnaround shot in the paint, no good. Rebound, Harris goes and gets the board, and then has a strip and taken away. And then a foul on Grattan deep in the backcourt. Barnes will shoot 2.
Grattan's 4th. Barnes to the other end to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 from there in the contest. Is the junior. He's got 10 points. And a chance to add to his team's 37-25 lead with 3:13 to play in the fourth quarter. Barnes has done a nice job in this one. His classmate there at Pleasant Hill, Bing Lowe, has led the Tornadoes here in the second half. Barnes' first is off the back of the iron, no good.
LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing. For all your trucking and hauling needs, call the Dunhams and their professional team at LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808.
1 shot left for Levi Barnes. It's on its way. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound fought for, and Bernard will bring it down.
Pretty rare double miss for Barnes at the free throw line. Tomei to Graham on the left side. And travels? No, foul.
Rogers' first, 3rd Tornadoes foul. And it will be inbound on the sideline for the Sakis.
Tom Have will be the man to throw it in. Graham out top, works off the screen, pulls a three, no good. A rebound down to Barnes. Tie up here, and a held possession will stay with the Sockers.
Nice job by Tom Have there to get in as Barnes brought the ball down, held him up, so the Sockers will retain possession on the jump ball, and they will inbound underneath their own bucket. 2:54 to go here in quarter number 4.
And bounce pass out to Harris. Graham. To Harris on the right side. They play a little pitch and catch. Now to Tame, fakes the three. Puts it on the deck, drives inside. Runner up, no good. Bernard gets the offensive rebound. He'll put it up off the mark. And the rebound pulled in by Fester. Tornadoes get it to Rush. He'll be fouled in the backcourt by Tom Have.
Rush will go to the line to shoot 2 as Tom Have is whistled for his first. Griggsville-Perry 4 for 10 from the line in this one. Brody Rush, first free throw attempts to come here at the 2:36 mark of the 4th quarter. Griggsville-Perry 37, Pittsfield 25. And the first one from Rush is up and good.
Ridgeline Sales Group, our scoreboard sponsor. You'll find them online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com or call 217-285-5800 to learn more about all their listings.
Rush splits a pair at the line, rebound fought for, and it's going to end up coming down into the hands of Brody Rush. And Rush gets another 2. The Tornadoes catch a break right there. And the lead's out to 15.
Now the Sockers have another turnover as they throw it away into the front court. 2:20 to play. GP up by 15 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Looking to win their 11th game of the season. Here's Rush, gets free, kicks right side. Good decision that time by Brown. Got it back out front. He knows the game that they're trying to play now. That's take the air out of the basketball. Rush to Brown. Out front to Rogers. Under 2 minutes left. Down low, Brown. Puts it up and in for 2. Nice job by GP. They take some clock. They execute offensively. And they have their biggest lead of the contest right now. It has been a dominant second half for the Tornadoes. Tom Have going to launch a 3. Right side, no good. Rebound on the play, Brody Rush. He'll work the ball to Barnes into the front court. Near the sideline, out to Rush. Sockers will stay put and allow the Tornadoes to just dribble it out for 1 minute and 18 seconds. That kind of looks like it's going to be as they're going to wave the white flag here with 1:09 to play. And a 17-point contest, and Rush can just dribble this one out. GP going to break a 9-game losing streak in this series.
First home game in 50 days here for Griggsville-Perry. They outscored Pittsfield the final 3 quarters, 35-15. They trailed 10-7 after quarter number 1.
It's been an impressive second half, too. They led, 16-14 at the half, so they only give up 11 second half points to the Sockers. And with 30 seconds to play, one of the more boring endings of a basketball game you're ever going to see. Rush still just dribbling. He says, I can do this all day. We will head to the Logan Ag postgame show where we'll have final stats. We'll also name our player of the game. Check us out on our social media channels for an interview with Garrett White as well a little on later on tonight. Final buzzer in this one, Tornadoes 42, Sockers 25. The Logan Ag postgame show your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out our current offerings at our lot or on our Facebook page. Are you looking for something we don't have? Let us know, and we'll try to find it for you. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales, 217-939-7664.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
While other banks see data, at Farmers State Bank, we see the lights on in your office when you're working late, your family cheering in the stands, and the dreams you're working toward. That's why our financial guidance isn't one size fits all. It's shaped by real conversations, real understanding, and a genuine interest in your success. When you thrive, we thrive, and so does our community. If you're ready for a bank that truly knows you and supports what you're building, we'd love to help. Visit us at one of our locations or at farmerstate.com, where your dreams take center court.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag post-game show. Final on this one, a 42-25 win for the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. They take a 2-point game that they led at the halftime break and turned it into a blowout in this one, Damon. And how do they do it in the second half?
Well, taking a look, Charlie, quarter by quarter, Pittsfield led 10-7 after a quarter. As you said, Griggsville-Perry took the 16-14 lead into the half. They outscored the Sakis 16-5 in the third quarter to lead 32-19 after 3. And then they extend that lead out to 17 as they win by a final score in this one of 42-25. Taking a look at some of the statistics in this one, first off for the Sakis, they're 3 of 18 from the 2, 5 of 25 from the 3, just 2 of 19 after the first quarter. They shoot 19% from the field on 8 of 43 shooting, and they were 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. Scoring in this one for the Sakis, 2 points for Silas Smith, Rixton Bonds with 3, Hayden Gratton and Ryan Harris with 6 points, and Taylor Graham leads the Sakis with 8 points in the ballgame. For Griggsville-Perry, they shoot 18 of 35 from the field for 51%, 17 of 31 from the 2. The Tornadoes attempted just 4 threes in the contest, 1 for 4 from behind the 3-point line, and they were 5 of 12 from the charity stripe. Scoring in this one for the Tornadoes, Mario Rogers hits a free throw late. Jack Svessler 2 points, but finishes with 9 rebounds and several blocks in the ballgame for the Tornadoes. Hunter Brown with 5 points, Brody Rush with 9, Levi Barnes in double figures with 10, and Bing Lowe, the leading scorer in this one for Griggsville-Perry with 15 points, 11 of those coming in the second half, including the first 6 points of the third quarter for the Tornadoes.
Pretty good day from the boys from the southern half of this co-op. And, you know, this co-op between Griggsville-Perry and Pleasant Hill, I think came just to the right time for both programs. Let's be honest, both of them would be playing some youngsters who may not be ready for that varsity level if they had not co-op. But together, they put together a very, very formidable squad and have a good JV team who just came off of winning the Triopia tournament.
Well, and you got to look here. If they wouldn't have consolidated, you may not even have a JV team in this one because both schools brought about equal number of kids, but really about 9 from each school. And as you said, it's allowed them to have a competitive JV team, but it's also given them the opportunity. They've played a few C games here this year, so they've allowed the younger kids to even get some games there. So a big year for this group. You talked about it in the pregame, Charlie. No seniors on this squad, and it feels like a team won 3 out of 4 last week, hit a little roadblock against Calhoun, but this is a team that's won 4 out of their last 5, and it feels like a team that's maybe starting to hit their stride.
By combining, it's the difference between having a team and having a program, and there's so many athletic opportunities in this area And so many times schools look past that opportunity. They say, well, we've got enough for a team. Yeah, maybe. We don't have enough for a program. And when some of these smaller schools can come together, as, by the way, Griggsville-Perry, Pittsfield, and Pleasant Hill will do in baseball, you can really have an opportunity to have a little more success.
It all starts, though, with ego. You've got to throw ego out the way. And this is a group that credit the Pleasant Hill School Board, credit the Griggsville-Perry School Board for seeing that this was a good opportunity for this squad, and it's what they needed. But also, Charlie, you've got to give credit to Ryan Lowe. Ryan Lowe was the head coach at Pleasant Hill, and he said, hey, I'm happy to be an assistant. I'm happy to get the kids to the gym every day for us to have practice, because he sees what a great opportunity it is for this group of kids. And you look, this is a Pleasant Hill squad we've said for several years that had talent. But this is a group, they just won their 11th game of the season. Some of the best success that they've had in their careers.
They were always just a guy or two away.
And they're having fun out on the court, and they're really starting to gel. And that's what it's all about. Obviously, if you're Garrett White, yeah, you'd like to see your team right now be 16-5, 15-6 instead of 11-10. But he hasn't had to question the effort from his kids. And you look even during the JV game, that's a varsity squad that's sitting behind the bench, and they're loud. They're in it for their teammates. So it really is quite impressive what this group has been able to come together and do and build as a team.
It is the Logan Ag post-game show, thanks to Ed and the folks at Logan Ag. They have locations in Griggsville and Winchester, and also in Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris on the Missouri side. 217-833-2375 for Logan Ag. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our player of the game after this.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And I know Bing Lowe had a little bit of a coming out party earlier in the season. Some people thought maybe, wow, he had a good game. This kid's had a nice season. In the third quarter, he took this game over for Griggsville-Perry.
Well, Bing Lowe's the kid that was the point guard for this Pleasant Hill squad last year, so he's taken on an entirely different role. And I'm not sure what they list Bing Lowe at in the program, but I'd say it's probably an inch or two shorter than what he, or it's probably an inch or two taller than what he might be in real life. But he's a guy you don't want to stand in front of, because he's gonna lower his head and go as hard as he can to the bucket. And there's been a few games this year where Bing Lowe's gotten in foul trouble, but it's generally because of effort, and he's trying to do a little bit too much. And yeah, he comes out, scores the first 6 points of quarter number 3, had 11 points there in the second half, and really he and Levi Barnes did a nice job tonight for Garrett White's squad.
He banged, he banged, he got some boards, and he leads the Tornadoes to the victory. They're 11th of the season. They're right back here tomorrow night against Camp Point Central. The game will carry for you live on Central Illinois Sports. For John Hull and Damon Emmerich alongside here, I'm Charlie Hill, thanking you for joining us this evening as GP beats Pittsfield 42-25 on another Central Illinois Sports presentation.